some of these statues. Let's see, what are the large statues? We'll get this. It's like some dude with a beetle. Awesome. Two weapons stored. Alright, so we're hiring. I'm super impressed with... We're not able to actually keep enough food. Alright, so we got the big festival. Let's hold a new festival. This time to Seth, and let's make sure it's a grand festival. Ra is not happy. Well, what can we do, Ra? Build you another temple? Why not? We should put down our personal mansion. Yeah, let's just throw it down over here. 1 year. Is that another Canaanite army? So we're looking at 2, so we're gonna have warmongers. We'll be the same. So we're filling up on soldiers. We do not have access to a courthouse. Well, we can certainly solve that problem. These people want to be judged. So just slap it over there. And if Bedouin army attacks, the Bedouins are upon us. Due to high winds and driving sands, Jesus Christ, everything is happening all at once. Alright, let's send Pharaoh his copper. Where are these guys attacking from? Oh, they're right here. Alright. Get down there, guys. Crap. That is ridiculous. They're just gonna move straight in to this little shanty area and just start messing everything up. We got one police officer. He's gonna do his best. And he's already dead. Oh no! Alright. They stopped attacking our soldiers and started attacking the walls. These guys aren't the smartest Bedouins. I think we successfully defended. Too close to enemy troops. I think we killed those enemy troops. Well, I guess it would be worth building a fort down there. Maybe that would help out. But I wanted to go to our Overseer of Commerce and make sure we're importing to maintain a lot more than just a little bit. And let's also import some fish. So chickpeas and fish. Alright, so we haven't gotten food. Yeah, we're having food problems is what it looks like. Which makes sense, because there's nowhere on this map to get food. We have our grand festival. And we'll hold a new festival, this time to Ra. Look at all those weapons. Beautiful. Let's go a fort of archers down here. And we are starting to actually have some money problems. I think that's just because we've been spending a whole bunch on just tons of garbage. Pharaoh requests goods. Alright. 1,400 copper. Jesus, Pharaoh. Well, we're sending all we can. Where are these guys running off? Probably because we're running out of food. We need more food. There's only so many ostriches that we can kill. He's right there. Rip his head off. Unemployment is at 21%. Well, that's not good. Is there something we can do about that? Any production that we need to start looking at? We have mines and everything. 1 month. 6 months. Wow, so we have two new armies gonna pop out and cause us some problems. A library and a scribal school. Iris maker, a weaver. Well, we could try importing some goods. Like, we could try importing something and selling it. Like, can we import reeds from anywhere? We can import flax, and then we can spin that into linen. Is anybody buying linen? Yeah, people are buying linen. And we have reeds, and are people buying papyrus? Yeah, okay, so we can import both. So let's import both. Let's import some flax to maintain 800. Let's import some reeds. Let's maintain 800. And we need some more jobs. Some more production stuff. Kind of running out of room here. Well, okay, so foreign army has just shown up at our doorstep. And these are the Canaanite soldiers. Let's get out there. There are not many of them. Okay, there are more. Get them, guys. You guys don't even have shields. I pity the fool. Alright, looks like we're able to successfully attack those. Yeah, since I kinda, I guess, know what I'm doing with soldiers, this isn't a ridiculously hard map. What was that? A minor blessing from Seth? Alright. Employees needed. Wait, what? Oh yeah, unemployment is there. So, industrial structures. We want a weaver and a papyrus maker. So we could like throw like weavers kind of like this. And I guess we could throw a papyrus maker over here. So we need to be able to hold papyrus and linen. And I guess we'll export them as soon as we got them. So linen we'll export. And papyrus we'll also export. So, we're just not getting enough food, even though we're importing a whole bunch of food. That's why these buildings keep flipping back and forth. So I'm trying to get to stability, but I just can't. Which means probably the town is a little bit too big for the map we're on. I probably just need to chill out in terms of trying to expand this place. It's about as big as it can get. But our unemployment's just so high. I want to build more stuff. Well, let's at least throw festivals because we can totally do that. Everyone always loves festivals. Every day. We're just gonna have a massive amount of troops. We are Sparta on this map. We just don't have any reeds, and alright, we do have flax. 1 month. And we'll have even more horrible things happening to us in 1 month. Where are they going to attack? South? They've attacked north. I'm betting they attack over on the east here. Either that or west. I'm guessing east. This place is doing real well though. What do they need? Desirability? Magistrate? Foreign army invades. Okay, yeah, so they're on the east side. Well, I think the forces of Pharaoh are going to just annihilate these guys. Yeah, so they're off screen over here. Rip their heads up. Oh man, we're making short work of these guys. Everybody's like, ah, nothing to see here, go home. So can we actually throw a courthouse up here somewhere? I don't think we have enough room for it. Like, we'd have to throw a courthouse somewhere over there. Well, we could just delete this roadblock, move it forward to there, and throw a courthouse down. And these guys will be super stoked that they got a courthouse. They can go solve all their financial disputes. They get divorces now. Like that's definitely gonna improve civilization. A lavish festival. Excellent. I just love some of these statues. They just look so ridiculous. And we keep bouncing back and forth with debt, and it has to do with basically we're having to import a whole hell of a lot of food for these dudes. And trade is a big issue. And I think we're slowly building up our stocks of like linen and. Are we just not getting any reeds? Like, we're importing, we have 100 reeds. Do we have nowhere to put the reeds? Let's just make sure we can actually put some of these things where we need them. Let's see, we need, to beat this mission, we need 60 kingdoms standing and 2,000 population. So we have our population requirements. In order to beat this scenario, we need more kingdom standing. So we could probably pay to win right now, because we've got like a whole hell of a lot of money in our personal mansion. Pharaoh wants. We do not have enough. Okay, so we need to stockpile. Let's see, what is our Ministry of Commerce gems exporting when over 1,000? So we have 18 months to get a whole lot more gems. Well, hopefully we're not consuming those gems at a ridiculous rate. But we can probably bribe Pharaoh if we absolutely need to in order to win, since we have a whole bunch of extra cash from previous missions in our personal vaults. So these guys can't level up because they don't have any Canaanite army in 2 years. They don't have any paper. Let's hold a grand festival to Ra. We still haven't filled up all these forts that we constructed. So it's a good thing we actually started buying, you know, soldiers early in this mission, because there's no way to get them any faster than this. This guy's just holding a whole bunch of booze. Well, we certainly don't need all these weapons. Like, we've got literally 32 weapons. If we could export weapons, we would be in much better shape for trading. Alright, so we are slowly filling up with gems. It's kind of interesting. Copper is more valuable than gemstones, because at this stage, copper weapons were, you know, we didn't have iron yet, so copper is more valuable than basically gold and jewels, because killing people is power. Who cares about rings We need to murder folks. Alright, we can now comply with Pharaoh's request. So let us do so. Copper is very valuable today as well, yeah. That's why you have people roaming around stealing your copper pipes. So we're getting ready for another festival. Alright, let's take a look at our gods. Do they like us? Ra is still on the fence. Create a temple complex. Grand festival is underway. People stealing all the copper from your trains? Yeah, that's no fun. I like how everybody's just roaming around the festival square for no real reason. It's like, get back and do your jobs, entertainers. And this game has always just been hilarious to me because you always have a constant influx of immigrants coming into your city and like all hopeful and everything, and then you always have these dudes walking out all with like their only possession is like a little rug. They don't even have a shirt on. Keep the cables under power. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it depends, right? For you to actually have an electric current or whatever, you have to have a differential. So if you got two wires or whatever next to each other, you have to bridge them. So you can steal one of the wires as long as you don't touch the other wire. You can also keep them underground and just look for people who have shovels. Alright, well why don't we actually have plenty of cash, so let's make a temple complex to Ra. Because we can. It's just to hell with it. No workers live nearby. Let's delete our roadblocks. And Bedouin army attacks. Alright, speed down. Our archers are down there. Those sneaky Bedouins. Alright. These archers aren't even attacking, they're just standing around. Oh, the archers are getting massacred. Oh man, they just absolutely destroyed that single archer company. I thought they'd do a better job. I guess that's what not having copper weapons will do to you. You just get train wrecked by a bunch of Bedouins. Alright, well, we successfully defended against those Bedouins, I think. I mean, successfully, we lost people, but They were unimportant people. You know, just the doctor. And it's also very clear that we should get only soldiers. Let's get a fort over there. And another fort. Another fort over here. The army has its full complement of forts. Okay, so you can only build a certain number of actual dudes. So let's upgrade our sweet temple complex. Get the Oracle of Horus. And all the cool shenaniganry. Yeah, we built this. That's why we're in debt. Amazing. So what's our kingdom standing now? 65. Our prosperity is actually good, but we have high unemployment. That's not really a big deal. And Pharaoh has no requests for us, so yeah. What can we do? Kind of on the fence in terms of money. This game only with fat sacks? It would be a pretty good game. They'd all be just rolling around. The fights would be pretty anticlimactic though. We just have so many weapons. Absolutely ridiculous. Unreal Tournament 2003, that is a game I have not, I've not heard about in a very long time. Alright, Pharaoh needs weapons. Well, we have plenty of weapons. We have 51 weapons. Jesus. So we can comply with that. We're just on top of this, on this map. Looks like we're pretty much finished with it. This might actually be the final one. The final request from Pharaoh. Yeah, I didn't play Unreal Tournament that much. I played like a bit of it back in high school, but it was more of a Halo 1 sort of crowd back then. And not on Xbox, we had it on PCs. We're just big Halo 1 parties. That was fun. Like a bunch of warthog jousting, because the physics for that warthog were so screwed up. And the network code was also just garbage for resolving collisions with it, so we just go to the top of Death Island, just run into each other with warthogs until people die. And we got really good at it too. Like, we got really good. I think it was Death Island. You could spin the warthog as you ran off the top of the mountain to get to the enemy flag base, and if you spun the warthog correctly, you wouldn't just die because of terminal velocity from falling in a car. It would actually stabilize itself, and you'd land properly. And we got so good at it, we'd just spin it so it would like smash into the flag area, so it would just like kill anybody that was in that area. And you'd just jump out, grab the flag, run through a teleporter, and there'd be like somebody up on the top with another warthog waiting for you. And you go to your side and do the same trick of spinning the warthog off the top of the mountain straight into your flag zone. And It was, yeah, good times. So Kingdom Standing is at 71. Well, I think we're gonna send a gift to Pharaoh then. Let's just put a ridiculous salary on us and send Pharaoh a gift. A troop of performing slaves. Ouch. Let's dispatch the generous gift. So that should help our kingdom standing, and we might just win the scenario just like that. Let's see, we have plenty of money. Is there anything we can actually spend it on? It's kind of like, not really. This city's kind of done. Like 6 months for soldiers. Yeah, we're kind of getting all the soldiers we can, so there's nothing really in the way. You fear change? Well, I wouldn't fear change. First-person shooters on PC are just a lot more fun, in my opinion, because you can be so much better at it. Like, trying to play Halo 1 on an Xbox after playing it on PC was just like, I couldn't do anything. I was like, man, aiming sucks. It was also interesting going from like Halo 2 and then like rebooting Halo 1. And like going from like Halo 3 to Halo 1. The range on the melee attack is so huge in like Halo 3 and the others. That you're like, I can't hit anybody. Oh man. $76. Okay, so we just need a little bit more monument. I mean, a little bit more kingdom standing. So we're gonna turn it on faster mode, because there's literally nothing for us to do except throw festivals to set, which is kind of what you do when you're in ancient Egypt. It's like, well, what do you guys want to do today? I don't know. We enslaved a whole bunch of folks yesterday. We might as well throw a festival about it. Alright. Sounds reasonable. What are we gonna do tomorrow? I don't know. Murder a bunch of ostriches? Seen worse. So these Canaanites are supposed to show up here shortly. And we've almost got most of our... Yeah, it's just a bad idea to build archers, I guess. Guess that's probably a waste of time. Potato aim on PC. Well, to each their own. I think it really depends on what you were playing when you grew up. You just get better at whatever. So I'm guessing they're gonna come in from the southwest. That would be my gut feeling. So I'm actually gonna start moving dudes over there. Well, it's always been a Microsoft product. Oh no! I guessed entirely wrong. Oh man, we got the epic music going. on, guys. Head up north. Oh wow, and they're not even stopping. They're just going straight for it. Get him! Rip their heads off! Put them on pikes! Well, there's always something to complain about, Lucas. You just have to believe. Alright, so I think we... Yeah, what are these guys doing down here? Get back to your base. Alright, and that was our victory.
You have managed to overcome the dangers of Sinai and supplied Egypt with copious amounts of precious copper and turquoise. Your deeds will be remembered for generations.
Yeah, but not for all time, because we didn't build a giant pyramid. Alright, so the question is, do we want to build a new kind of pyramid or tame the Nubians? Well, we just did a military mission, so I'm thinking a new kind of pyramid. Let's build something.
Our new Pharaoh, Snofu, is determined that this, the fourth dynasty, be remembered as the greatest ever to rule Egypt. His architects have contrived a tomb even more spectacular than the stepped pyramid of Huni, and Pharaoh wishes you to oversee its construction. You will need to establish a fair-sized settlement south of Dashur, the site for Pharaoh's bent pyramid. Once in place, this city will provide the workforce necessary to complete this ambitious project. The bent pyramid is to be constructed of a plain stone core and faced with fine white limestone, that it may forever shine under the desert sun. You will find sufficient quantities of limestone at Dashur, but you'll need to import the necessary amount of plain stone.
Because if you're going to make a monument, sure as hell don't use the materials on hand.
Be pushed even further south. And to this end, he has dispatched military forces to invade Nubia and to establish a fortified city at Buhen, beside the second cataract of the Nile. To the north, Egypt has opened relations with Enkomi on the island of Cyprus. This land is named for its abundant reserves of copper ore, which are now a major import. Precious gemstones may be obtained from a recently established Egyptian outpost at Serabit Kadim in the land of Sinai. Lately, the supply has become erratic, however, due to unrelenting
erratic? We were just there.
Against the city.
We destroyed all those folks.
We are uncertain how much longer the Egyptian forces stationed there can withstand them.
Alright, so there's only going to be so long before Serabit Kadim just, like, dies. So what are we trying to do? Do I ever go to game jams? That's a good question. Pretty much no. And the reason for that is I'm always working on kind of the stuff that I'm already doing. So we just need high kingdom rating, prosperity, and monument. Hut dwellers, estate dwellers. Yeah, so the big thing there is, like, I've only done a couple game jams, and most of the time it's just, you know, it's a lot of work and a lot of time you need to take to actually get ready for a game jam and get everything together, get a team assembled, and it can be very difficult to do, especially when you're already working on games and stuff like that. You're just like, well, I could either, you know, make Dashkin, you know, I could make my own character stuff actually go work, or I could, you know, basically kill myself for a weekend or a week making some other game. So, not really. So let's see, we get grain and barley. Raw materials, we can quarry limestone, but I don't see anything else. So how are we supposed to make money? Like, I guess we just have grain and barley, so we can make like a whole bunch of beer, I guess. But limestones are only thing we can export. So they'll buy pottery, beer, linen, and copper. They'll buy papyrus and pottery. They'll buy barley, beer, linen, limestone. They will buy limestone. Excellent. These guys will buy grain. Okay, so we can sell grain. And Inkomi is not actually available yet. So it looks like our biggest things are going to be our foodstuffs, and then we're going to have to import. Is anybody importing or exporting clay? Yeah, okay, so they are selling clay and reeds. So we can set up some industry. So we will need to do that. So needing a big farming area. And I guess a farming area on both sides. We need a big farming area, and then what's interesting is we also have meadow farming down here, don't we? Alright. And then we'll just be basically selling export goods. And is that all, like, water trade route, land trade route? Looks like a lot of these are water trade routes. Are you running in windowed mode? No, I am not. Windowed mode, like, does not work on my machine at all, unfortunately. So what we can do with all these is we can have like one big road all the way through this, and kind of our housing block can actually be down here. So let's just start by getting some basics going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll get some work camps and get all this stuff. Yeah, getting this game to run nicely on like Windows 10, which is what I'm running on, and actually set up to stream is pretty difficult. Like alt-tabbing just like totally screws this up, and sometimes it doesn't alt-tab back in properly. Windowed mode doesn't work. I've heard some compatibility settings with like setting 16-bit colors helps with that, but I'm not convinced. Let's see if we can get a water crossing. So something like right over here. That'll work. And there's no raw materials for limestone. Alright, limestone's over here. Just okay, so that's where all of our limestone is. So we're gonna need it. So let's see. I'm gonna want kinda like 1, 2, 3. So that's 3, 4, 5. Well, sort of like that, but not like that. Yeah, there's probably quite a few different ways to get it to run how you want it. Alright. So this may look ugly, but it should work pretty well. And I think I kind of screwed it up, but eh. If part of the city is isolated, you must connect it to the Kingdom Road. Alright, well, we'll do that. Alright, so I think something along those lines. Curious to see what housing block you'll use. I have not, like, mastered anything in this game. I'm just using, like, some basic garbage with garbage at the end for, like, whatever. So, if you're looking for somebody to be like, oh man, he's doing some really cool stuff, you know, I'm probably not the guy for that. I'm more like the guy you look at and you go, oh Jesus, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Alright, so we're gonna need to actually start getting some stuff. First and foremost, let's not burn down our places. We'll get an apothecary as well, and employees are needed. Yes. Let's get a water supply. Let's get a position. The bigger you get, you can make more cities. Yeah, that's true. I just kind of randomly place pieces though. So, I'm just one of those. Let's see, I could put one right here. We're gonna need some work camps though, so I think we're just gonna go something like this. Yeah, I'm definitely doing some of that. Like this area up north here is gonna be all the food. Like we've checked out what cities will be trading with, and a lot of them will buy beer, they'll buy grain, they'll buy stuff like that. So that's what we're looking to get, is a whole bunch of beer and grain. That sort of stuff. So the question is, do we need any walkers out here? I don't think so. So we will find out though. Yeah, the plan is basically we're going to start off by getting food and beer and stuff like that, and we'll be able to export those. Then we're going to get limestone, hopefully export that, and then we're going to try to level up and import raw materials in order to then export, like import flax, export linen. It's kind of our game plan that I'm going with right now. What are we missing? Do we have water? We have water. We don't have a bazaar. So let's get a bazaar. We don't have a granary either. We're gonna need a granary. Can't really plop one over there. We could put one here. It's not the worst thing in the world, to be honest. We'll see if the, yeah, okay, good. The guy popped out of the right spot. And I really like that you don't have to actually have people close to man all the farms, because it gives you a lot of flexibility on how you structure everything. Oh yeah, the desirability is kind of gonna be trash around here. Like, yeah, this is not a great idea, but we'll be putting stuff like pavilions, hopefully, like right in here, and that'll offset some of this idiocy that we're dealing with right now. And let's go over here and make sure that we don't forget about all these dudes. Let's see, we can't put anything on this side. And that's not big enough for a dock or anything else. And let's not forget the gods. They're all pissed at me. I wonder why. So let's just please them, and we will do what we can. Let's see, we're definitely going to need some work camps here, so I think just chucking them off over here probably good enough. Employees needed. Yes, yes. We need employees. Yeah, we're gonna put down plazas when we can. That is for definite sure. Let's see. 500 people. Alright. Ah, I forgot to make sure that all these dudes could actually take this somewhere. And that's gonna be because I forgot to set my priorities proper.
No one can accept these goods. That's okay. I can use the rest.
probably that the roadblocks in the wrong spot screwed up this guy. Whoops. That's okay though. Let's get Bazaar over here so we can get some food getting distributed to all of our dudes. Let's see. I'll wait for that to come back. So let's start getting like our area that will be... I guess this is all going to be limestone. Like we're going to have to haul all that barley over here. But whatever. Let's just... We're gonna need like a big trading area, and it's gonna probably be right here with all these docks. So we should make like an area here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll make an area here, which is gonna be kind of the supply for all of our dock workers. You have a good point. I did not take that into account. We need straw. And we can actually make bricks, can't we? With all that straw. Well, we're gonna have to do that then. Do these guys have water? I didn't give them water, did I? That's a problem. Let's make sure that the gods aren't absolutely hateful right now. Patron god Ptah is apathetic. Alright, Ptah, we'll give you another temple. Just stop being annoying. Yeah, I kind of screwed up some of this, but whatever. We'll just fix it. Throw a square at the end of this. Architect post, we need an apothecary, we need a physician, we need water. I need to move this one more square down. There we are. That's better. Just like the guy who's constantly coughing in the background. Let's make sure to actually hold a festival to the time while things are cheap